a 30-year-old young man was brought by his father and mother to my clinic. He was silent, looking very depressed. They told me he has had severe chest pain for 2 years. They initially showed him to a cardiologist, did ECG, TMT, echo, but everything was normal. Then gastric issues were suspected. Endoscopy done, antacids and antibiotics were given, but no relief. Chest X-ray, CT scan, all normal. They tried physiotherapy and chiropractor, but that increased the pain. And meanwhile, in these 2 years, the chest pain increased and he became very, very afraid of it. Their joyful, successful son became more and more depressed, broke up with his long-term girlfriend, and eventually left his job. I could even see cut marks on his left wrist. I examined him. It was costochondritis, which had spread to many joints and even neck muscles. One sitting of targeted injections and 2 ketamine infusions were needed to bring considerable relief. It's been 2 weeks now, and he is thinking of giving job interviews again. 2 years of suffering. If he had come in the beginning, just one injection would have cured it.